Marhaba, welcome to the Baby Spotlight Show. It's yet another beautiful edition, and we are rapping live on this beautiful show. And today, as usual, we have something juicy for you. But before that, let me introduce the guest for today. She is Mrs. Cynthia Ishen, and the way I'm feeling her white, beautiful top already. If it were my size, I would have worn it right away. Right away. She is a very, very wonderful mother and a very, very beautiful woman. And she's a mother of 3 kids with a wonderful husband. She worked at Vanguard Life Ghana and worked at Citel Canada. She is also currently a student and doing her PhD in sociology at the University of Ghana. Welcome on the Spotlight Show.
Thank you.
She doesn't joke with her lips. So if you see her in town, you say I said it. All right. And today we are talking about how do you deal with a situation whereby a day before your wedding, the love that you feel towards your partner grows cold. Do you continue with the wedding, or you advise yourself?
It's a serious issue. Anyway, so try and then see how.
Okay, how best you can deal with it.
So for starters, I would say that for every marriage, mostly for the ladies or even for the men, before the wedding, there's something we call pre-wedding jitters. Okay. Pre-wedding jitters is where you are anxious about the wedding, but still have this excitement in your belly. Like, is it going to go well? But I'm excited to let it go through. So that's pre-wedding jitters, and that's okay because there's still some sort of excitement about it. But where you have, what you call cold feet. That is where you are wondering, I'm anxious and scared at the same time, right? Then that is a sign that you should think about the whole process again. Because when you are feeling like you are not so certain, you are scared, then maybe you've not analyzed the journey that you're going to undertake properly. Then it's a sign that you have to sit back, think about it, and then know what is actually going on. So, but normally people are confused pre-wedding jitters with having cold feet. Okay, as I said, it's okay to have pre-wedding jitters because it's normal. Because you don't know how it's going to be. Like, you want the whole thing to be perfect.
Trying something.
So long as there's excitement about it, it's okay to go ahead. But the problem begins when you're like, I'm not so sure. Do I really love him? Or, there's something that I really don't like, but then there should be, a pause. You have to pause.
Whilst you fix the dates and everything, you should pause. What do you tell the man? At least I'm not sure if I should carry on with the journey.
It's not going to be an easy thing.
It's going to be really difficult.
It's not going to be an easy thing, That's why I say you have to have an alone time for yourself and think about it. Whatever it is, you may even want to talk to the person about it and see how you work through. Because trust me, in as much as it's difficult and you feel like, we've made all these plans and preparations, and then I'm just going to say no at the last minute. It's even going to be worse when you don't reflect on it properly and then enter into the relationship and realize that I really wasn't ready for it.
My mistake. I've made a big mistake.
And marriage is not something that you go in and say, I'm going to try and see
if it works.
As Christians, our idea about marriage is way different from what the ordinary person would say, right? So for a person who is not a Christian, marriage is sort of a contract. Okay. But for a Christian, beyond the contract, which is the legal signing of documents, it's a covenant that you undertake. So you don't just go in and say, I'm going to try and see if it doesn't work, then I'll pull out. No, you can't do that. So you have to make sure that you've dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's before you say I do. So by the time you are saying I do, there shouldn't be any questions in your head about, or even if there are questions, that there should be questions that you can, manage, issues that you can manage, instead of things that you are so not certain about it, but I'm going in because of what people may say, just to keep face. You are not keeping face for anybody. You are just putting yourself into, trouble for nothing. At the end of the day, you'll be the one who suffers.
Okay. So, what about yes? I'm not thinking about anybody and all because I don't want to suffer at the end of the day, per se, to enter into a wrong marriage. Someone will also say, couldn't you have also thought about all these things during counseling and everything? Why do wait now?
Exactly, exactly. And that's why it's important for you to make sure that even before you go through, and that's why I have a problem with people when they say, oh, the 6 months counseling is too long, it's this,
Hey,
it's that.
some churches I hear they even do it for like 3 months. Some to even a week if you want.
No, because there are things, when you are in love,
the excitement is there, you can't wait.
You tend to overlook a whole lot of things.
And
you wake up, you hear the person, there are butterflies in your stomach.
But that butterflies thing, is it love? Does that mean that yes, I really no? It is something that a lot of us say to ourselves. If I see this person and I don't feel any butterflies, I don't feel. They'll tell you they have goosebumps all over. I mean, is that really? I don't know, but those things after a while, don't they fade away?
It's an emotional thing, and anything that is more emotion is not a permanent thing. Like you say that, even if you are sad, you cannot stay sad forever. In the same way, you may have butterflies in your tummy in the initial stages. It may be there, but not on the same level, right? But my point is that the counseling is there for you to answer questions that you have, and to know the person, how the person reacts to issues. So the council, they talk about all kinds of issues, from anger, from in-laws, from even raising babies and everything. And these are the things that you should take your time to discuss and get to know the person, their views about it. So by the time it gets to the wedding date, that shouldn't be the time that you are thinking about, is it a wise decision or not? But then in the same way, we are humans. It could happen that you've gone through all those things and you thought maybe okay. But the day before, there's something really nagging you that
you remember something you don't remember the previous day. So that day, that's the day you remember.
This thing is really nagging me that I'm not so certain. If you're not so certain, my friend,
don't go into it.
You're not doing anybody any favor.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's your life. Either you mess it up or you make it, as enjoyable as you can. Okay. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to live it for you. So even if you've gone through a year of counseling and at the last minute you think it's not the decision that you want to, don't do it. My advice is try to make sure that you take that decision a bit earlier, because you have to be considerate about the other person too.
You just break somebody's heart for nothing.
Exactly. And it's not a nice thing for anybody to go through. Try to think about it before. But then even if you've done that and you still think, really, I don't think I want to do it, stop it.
Okay. So aside thinking about it, finding an alone time, is there something else you can also do? I mean, maybe talk to someone, I don't know.
Yeah. So, sometimes there are just apprehensions, because as I said, every wedding, nobody has, unless of course you've married and married over and over again. But if it's a new thing, you've not gone in, so you don't know. So even as you've talked to the counselors about it, if you have questions, you can still go back to the counselors or talk to elderly people who have been into the marriage for their experiences. Sometimes maybe just something that is just nagging you, but it's not a real issue. Yeah. So if you get somebody who is knowledgeable, who has the experience and is able to explain things to you, and you think it's something that you can, go through, that's fine. But if after all that and you still think,
Mm-mm.
Don't.
Hey, don't. The
My
ladies
advice would be
don't. The guys don't. But I'm just imagining the pain that would bring. But since you're saying it's better to end it than go into a marriage that you regret, then I think,
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it. But for me personally, I won't have to wait for that the day before. I mean, because it won't be an easy experience and all, but
It's not going to be fun.
yes.
I mean, you have to, it's a family involved. That's why, as I said, you have the what we call the knocking, the engagement, and all those periods. That's why they don't do everything at the same day. And that's why I also have problems when people want to do their
the
wedding
same,
and everything the same.
Yeah, these days they are saying is what time, whatever, saving,
saves you money
yes.
and everything.
I'm coming to this engagement knocking thing. What about yes? I finished the engagement and everything, but the wedding day, before the wedding day, I had that cold feet. Someone would say, no, that was the traditional marriage I already engaged in. So I don't know, but what do you do? Because you somehow completed the marriage already.
You have in our traditional sense you have, but the engagement is the actual marriage. And then in the same way, you can just go back to the families, the two families,
Okay.
talk things over. If they're able to give you, some
this
advice,
one, viewers will be writing down their views and things about this thing, because in 3 years, it's not going to be easy. At all.
No, because as I said, you've wasted people's time. Families are there, the partner is there. They've invested time, money, resources into all those things.
But don't you think, yes, this decision is going to be a wise one, because it's better to do it than late or never. And someone will also fear that, okay, if this lady has done this to this guy, then I'll be careful. Maybe if she goes to fall in love with someone else, hey, she has been able to do it to Mensa, then me too, I have to be steady. Like, don't you think it's going to put some
question mark?
You don't even know what you want.
Well, I mean, people will have their own, questions or opinions about you, no matter what you do. But at the end of the day, it's your life, okay? It's a journey between you, the partner, and God. You don't want to go in when you know very well that you are not in love. Because then you are also sort of emotionally cheating on the person, right? So you want to make sure that you enter into the relationship fully aware that you are committed to it. Instead of thinking about what other people would say and how the effect it will have on you. I mean, even if you kill yourself for Ghana, people will still have an opinion, negative and positive. So at the end of the day, it's you. But my point is that make sure questions that you have, concerns that you have, you address it way before the time. Because it's not just about you and the person. It's about a whole, group of people.
Yeah, families that thank you. That's the emergency.
I mean, something that you wouldn't want somebody to do to you, don't do it. The other person.
It's simple. It's a law of karma. What you don't want someone to do to you, don't also do some to the other person. In 2 words.
In 2 words, yes. Everybody feels anxious about the wedding, but try to make sure you are noting the difference between whether it's a jitter, pre-wedding jitter, or actual cold feet.
Okay.
And if it's a cold feet, what is causing it? Is it something that you can work through? Is it something that you need answers, simple answers to? Or is it something that is really pertinent and unique and you have to take a yes or no decision to? If it's something that you cannot deal with it, please. The others, the opinions matter, but at the end of the day, it's your life.
It's your life. Thank you very much. At the end of the day, it's your life. Thank you for coming. Ever beautiful Mrs. Cynthia Ishem. The name alone saying goes wrong to me. Viewers. Yes, you are going to train this name till Jesus Christ even comes. Okay, we've learned that at the end of the day, it's about you. So if you're having cold feet about the journey you're going to take, then please, it's okay to back out, even though you'll be hurting people and all that. But in as much as it's okay to back out, please, as much as possible, try and think through everything, the counseling and everything. Don't wait till the D-Day before you break somebody's daughter's or son's heart, please. And if possible, if you think you need people to talk to, counselors, whatever, elderly people who have already experienced or gone through it, then please do so. But do not wait till the last minute. And if you even have to do it the last minute, then it is still worth it, because it's a long life journey you're entering into. I hope you've been able to grasp something, because me, I've written down my points and I'm going to use it for my life. Thank you very much. I believe we're a guy on set here and you're a guy back at home. Don't forget to leave your views, suggestions, comments, and we will address them. Remember to be a spotlight in the void of darkness. Thank you for watching me, and God richly bless you. Peace. As easily Bye.